Some of you might have seen my older videos where I brought a diesel Thailand longtail riverboat back to the United States and it named it Gator Tail. And that thing almost killed Roman out one night. It was an absolute ripper. This thing was 40 feet from bow to the tip of the tail once we got it in the water. But let me tell you, it was a freaking nightmare to run. It took 4 dudes to get that thing going on the water, and I thought it was gonna be a family cruiser. So I decided to hit the guys up at Prodigy, and we are building a real boat. We're building one with a turbo gator tail on the back. The baddest unit you can buy so that we can rip this thing on the rivers in Florida. All right, so we're here at Prodigy. We're about to go check out how they build these things because they are custom. They're all one-off because they each have custom paint, lighting, GPS, Garmin's, radios, everything. You can spec these things out to all the way up to probably over $100,000. They are literally the sickest mud boats that you can purchase. So with that being said, welcome to Prodigy.
Roots, that bottle gets passed while the bass get cute. No town, no clock, just a long green lane. And every little ripple says do it again. Jon Boats on the river.
First off, I want to introduce you guys to Vince, all right? He knows this system in and out. Talk us, where are we at right now?
Right now we're in the fabrication building. Okay. So here's where it all starts.
This is a sheet of aluminum.
Yep.
Cool.
And this is typical to cut your sides. Holes and sides are all cut on our plasma machine, and then pretty much everything else that we have is cut on our laser. We cut everything in-house. It's all cut from a raw sheet of aluminum, and we basically assemble all of the holes and the sides on bottom side in jigs, and put in your gussets, your stringers, and everything like that over there, and then it takes its form and shape right there, and then it scoots into top side after that, and that's where it gets like your decks, your floors.
So once the boat comes off the jig, it moves over to this area where they're MIGging and taking in the deck on the boat. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
So once the boat gets off the bottom side, it basically gets all the insides put in top side, and that's everything from your floors to where the foam has to go, to your catwalks, trays, your storage boxes, your front decks, rear decks, and really everything that you see once the boat is done, without the fine touches of TIG and stuff like that. So what Prodigy tried to do to separate ourselves from the rest of the companies and stuff is try to get the boat to look exactly the same as it did before the implementation of foam as it does now. So we kept all of our storage hatches, all of the hat boxes, the shape of everything stayed exactly the same size. So
what I've noticed on a lot of boats like these is they'll fill the back hatches up with foam, but you guys have figured out a way to disperse it throughout the boat that's different than any other brand, right?
Yes. What a lot of guys do is they cram a bunch in the front, cram a bunch in the back, and
you lose a lot of storage doing that.
Almost all your storage. So, and one of the tests you have to pass with the Coast Guard is flotation has to be level. So if you stacked a bunch of weight on the one side of the boat, it can't just all go down on that side.
On one side,
it can go down, I think, 3 inches or something is the max. Or
I mean, that's pretty cool. So just out of curiosity, on your 18-foot boat, the one that I'm going with, how many people and how much weight can you hold on that thing? It can hold a Coast Guard standard.
Yeah, it can hold up to 4 people, and I think 400 extra pounds of gear and weight.
Okay, that's a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, we really can't show much in the shop because it's all top secret stuff, but what we can show you is the paint booth, okay? Each one of these boats is fully custom painted, is that right?
Yeah, correct.
They're one-off paint jobs, essentially.
Pretty much. We can do just about anything, but like, we primarily have about 25 to 30 paint jobs, and they're real popular with everybody. Have a lot of mossy oak stuff, tree stand, your shadow grass and stuff like that are real popular with the hunt and boat setups.
This looks insane in person. The pictures do not do it justice.
I appreciate that.
You guys are doing the cowlings, the lower units, I mean, all the grab handles, everything.
Pretty much everything is done to match, and it's whatever you want done, we'll do it. You know.
Diving a little bit deeper on Prodigy's options that they offer. They offer a flat bottom boat, but they also offer their razor. It's almost like a V bottom. And also, the transom's different between these two boats. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, that's right. And the razor and the flat bottom are hunting style concept boats, you know, so those are the two most popular there. What we have here is an inverted crimp. It's a razor hold. It's an 8-degree bottom, and then it's got a drop deck two-step is the rear deck. This is your primary hunting setup, rear deck. You have guys that have a dog ladder off the side and it will stow just right on the rear deck. Your engine's hanging off. It doesn't come in contact and hit the controls, the wiring, or anything in the motor. The platform you got right here is removable. Just has pins that hold it in each location, but it's very easy to pop off. This is the fishtail transom right here. So as opposed to your
Freaking sweet.
yeah, that's a dog ladder right there. So,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like
And
how the transom comes back on your fishtail
Yeah.
model. I think that's a really cool look Prodigy has.
it looks a lot better than the drop deck to some people, but
function, the drop deck, you think is a better option?
hunting wise, the functionality with the drop deck, if your dog or if you're getting out of the water from getting the decoys and stuff, it just depends on what you like, how the look you like, and what you're using it for, really. But we also have winches and stuff that we offer too. That
Oh, you do? You put a winch on the boat? Damn.
You put a winch in the spotlight bar spot, and it just, you can winch yourself right out. See a spud pole or something in the ground deep, and you can get yourself out of most situations.
Put it on the trailer easier too with the remote. You know,
Yeah, you can use that.
you could do the reverse.
But these are easy enough to get on and off with just one person.
A winch
So,
on a boat is crazy. I'd never even heard of that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Hey, we'll hook you up on yours, man.
Let's do it. Harbor Freight special, right?
I was warned, but yeah. So
They
this
said they
came out
needed
of
to
the
make some modifications to my boat, which cannot be talked about as of right now. All you gotta know is my motor will not be stock, okay? But here she is. Dude, the paint looks so cool.
Yeah, it just got painted last week on Thursday.
And they pulled the decking out.
Yep.
Nice.
So
And we're doing a lot of lights on this thing. It's gonna be lit up.
Yep. So you got your light holes. So the front and the rear side lights.
Yep. So they did build this boat for an outboard. I thought I would buy a whole already assembled, and we're gonna change it to a surface drive. We had to make some modifications in the fish. I personally like this transom better than the drop deck. Although it's gonna be harder to get on and off, I thought it would be pretty sweet to have. Oh dude, the American flag and the paint, so cool. And this is all storage in here, right?
Yep. So you got your hat boxes on either side. Here's your rigging.
Rigging's
access.
gonna go in here, yeah.
But that also has a lot of space when you're done.
Fuel cell?
Fuel cells up front in your extended deck.
Okay.
So this is the
front compartment?
extended deck.
Oh, right there, okay.
So it's gonna go right in here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice. Oh, you guys even do the decking in here.
correct. Yep.
Dang.
Yeah. No, everything is
Wow.
everything.
And then here
And then this
is
is just
life
the hatch up
jackets
front. Yep,
and
life
whatever.
jackets and stuff.
Guys, I gotta be honest, jigging with Jordan is the one who pressured me into buying a Prodigy, and I just saw his. And I feel like we're gonna need to put an order in for my next boat when I pick this one up.
Anytime you want.
Because he's already gonna be out doing us, so I'll leave it at that. Make sure you guys go check out his channel because he's about to post stuff about his boat. It's sick. I'm a little jealous. This is an example of the hex pattern on the decking, and this is a wood grain finish. Is that right?
Yep.
Wood grain finish with the hex. I think the honeycomb hex pattern is kind of in right now as opposed to like a diamond or a double diamond that you see in some upholstery. What's cool is they get all this stuff as one big sheet, and they have a mill in-house that'll mill this out. So you could do your own logo in this, you could do your own pattern, whatever you want, and Prodigy does it all in-house to your needs. Pretty cool. So what is really the purpose-built difference between each one of these boats? You know, this one looks completely different than this one, just to educate people.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's your mud motor, flat bottom boat. This guy probably, he lives around the marsh mud, and this can hold up to 4 to 5 people on it and still maintain speed with the engine that it has on it. So
Yep.
more of an all-around boat to hunt fish and everything with. He probably doesn't live around the marsh. He's got a crimp bottom boat that handles exceptionally well.
Yeah.
It's an 8-degree bottom as well, but then you have your trolling on the front, your GPS, pulling platform. This will draft about a half a foot of water.
Yeah.
With 1 to 2 people on it.
Half
So
a
it's
foot of
still
water.
it still drafts almost nothing. And
It's wild, 6
yeah,
inches of water.
it's crazy.
Let's go rip these things.
do it.
All right, head to the lake.
Mother told me as a child, boy, don't play around with fire, 'cause you might just end up getting burned. And I know the wicked never rest, so I always try my best. But there's some lessons hard for me to learn. Like good boys don't play with bad girls. Good boys stay away from them bad girls. Them bad girls. The good ones just can't get me high, so I be falling on my lap for one of these bad girls. You bad girl, but you do me so good.
usually worried about turning mud up with my outboards, but not with the surface drive prop. But the ergonomics of standing here with my hand on the tiller and this grab bar, and being able to like tuck my legs into this corner, lean against it, dude, you just have it dialed in on this thing.
It's comfortable.
Now, I haven't experienced driving a longtail. This thing is 100 times easier to drive. And in the Florida rivers, there's just no chance that the Tybo is gonna work out. This is gonna be a lot more family friendly. We can put our cooler on it, we can enjoy it, we can not worry about it tipping over. I can take it off the trailer, off my truck, adjust myself if need be. I think this is gonna be a no-brainer for the channel. This handle is so much different. It's amazing. They're both incredible, really. I've driven both boats, two purpose-built, totally different boats. I really like the surface drive rod motor better. Even though that one's smoother and quieter,
yeah,
with the jack plate on, obviously that's gonna be faster top end, but I don't know, the cool factor, and it doesn't vibrate or anything like I thought it would.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not as bad as it used to be anyway.
And the electric trim and everything on it is super sweet, and I do like how this whole handles. This is gonna be better for what I need in Florida, but I understand for a flats boat, you know, when you're in mud and marsh and stuff, this is gonna be where it's at. Well, that wraps it up for our day at Prodigy. Thank you, brother, for taking us out and showing us the shop and the boats. What do you guys think? Was this a good purchase for the channel? Don't even comment that because I already know it was. We'll see you on the next video.
Way I focus where the lens is, custom made for me the metric. Show you fit right in the schedule, and girl, you fit like Lululemon, and yeah, I'm lost for words. Tell me who's running first, no mistakes.